Hello Internet and welcome to Bazzle Stadium Live. Welcome back, thank you for joining me. We are here this week with something a little bit more solid because, I hope you enjoyed last week's videos with the Pagan team with the Solrock and Lunatone. Thought we'd have a bit of fun doing something a bit different. Always wanted to use Solrock and Lunatone, but, rating did go down quite a bit that week, so I thought, I've not used COMFEY, and, a lot of people use COMFEY with Gudra, with Lapras, the common, offenders there. But I think it can do so much more than just for those two. So we've got Weakness Policy Gigalith here on this team, and Trick Room on the COMFEY, which I think is pretty nifty. And ooh. And we've actually got Sap Sipper on the Azumarill as well. Ha! Although +1 Azumarill doesn't really do too much damage. We've got Durant and Talonflame for like a fast mode as well, and Raichu I guess too. But this team, I've been sort of putting it together for about a week. This is actually Monday now when I'm recording it, so hey, hello for almost live time. I know I struggle a bit with Corviknight and with like a Dynamax Primarina. Like this team has got holes in it, but what's the plan here? Like Guard Split and Shuckle with the Blissey and stuff. He's gonna Trick Room, isn't he? So, what do we do here? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I'm not sure if we can stop him Trick Rooming. And we've got Talonflame for that. But, would he go Butterfree? I'm not sure he would, no. Would he try and Trick Room straight away? I'm just going to go like this. Like that. Which is weird. One of the things I don't like about using Durant is that you kind of are obliged to Dynamax it when you have it on your team. And like it does do damage, like without being Dynamax, Puzzle still works. But there's always that 20% chance that you can miss your Iron Head sort of thing, which I never really liked. But because I'm thinking maybe I'm going to be... Oh, he did go with the Butterfree. So I'm thinking maybe he wants to Dynamax the... maybe I would want to Dynamax the Gigalith here, as I try and talk and think at the same time. It's never a good combination. But okay. So I didn't bring Talonflame. I was thinking about bringing a Talonflame lead, because I've got goggles on Talonflame. I could Rage Powder anyway. I can taunt past the Rage Powder. I can not be put to sleep by like a Scarf, Sleep Powder for example. But I have got Sap Sipper Azumarill in the back. So I'm going to Trick Room expecting his Trick Room, and I'm going to bring in my Azumarill expecting a Sleep Powder into the Gigalith. So, hard calls turn 1. Here we go. First game of the week. First video of the week. First turn. Hard call. There we go. Sap Sipper Azumarill. Imprison. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I thought I would be the one Trick Rooming to stop him from Trick Room. But, okay. That works too, I suppose. Although he can Trick Room now. Obviously, if he wants to. He can't Sleep Powder my Azumarill. He can Sleep Powder my COMFEY. And I haven't got a Sleep Powder switch in there, so I think COMFEY's going to have to go to sleep. Unless that ally switch. I thought I'd try a week of being one of those people. So let's be one of those people. Let's see if this is going to pay off for me. Because, I was kind of thinking that he could just Gigantamax his Butterfree to get some status on the either way. So we'll see which status we get then. We're basically just RNG rouletting now, aren't we? But, he doesn't really have... This is an interesting team, because, like, the Blissey's always going to be the potential threat to stall a game out in the back. Yeah, and now we know that his Dusclops doesn't have ally switch as well too, because we could use it, thankfully, and he has in prison. And he puts us to sleep anyway. Wonderful! Okay, and he puts Comfey to sleep too. Okay then, wow. Well, that turn could not have gone any worse. Well, okay, he tried to Will-O-Wisp when he was clearly double statusing both of my Pokemon anyway, so I'm not quite sure what that move was for, but okay. Let's try and belly drum. It's just gonna. Has he got Airstream? He'll have Sleep Powder. He'll have Rage Powder. He's got Bug Attack and Protect. Would he like? He doesn't really need Airstream on this team, does he? Like, Airstream doesn't really do much for him. I'm just thinking like. I mean, if I tried to get like an Airstream onto a Gigalith, then like he'd just befuddle again next turn, and then I'm not getting any of my sleep turns done. So I'm just gonna try and I mean, neither of my Pokemon can. Well, actually, Azumarill can wake up this turn because it was put to sleep last turn before moving itself. But let's see. Have we got Shuckle and Blissey in the back? Well, there's a Blissey. Okay, Comfey, guaranteed turn of sleep there. He has got Airstream as well, okay. Is into the Azumarill, okay. So we can still belly drum, but it's not going to get us a whole lot here. But, I mean, this is good because the Bliss is just going to start. Welcome to Bazzle Stadium. First game with a minimized Blissey. Yeah, the belly drum would have been handy there just to put some pressure on something. At least we can Trick Room now. Or try to, at least. Yeah, okay. So now I'm going to put Gigalith in. Try and Trick Room. I think Comfey might survive an Airstream if he goes for it here. If he's smart, I guess he should go for, since he saw the Gigalith here, he should probably go for a Seismic Toss and an Airstream into the Comfey just to make sure I don't get Trick Room. Because it seems like I was worried about him getting Trick Room up to turn 1. Like, he is probably the one more worried about me getting Trick Room up as he went for the Imprison turn 1 here. If I do get this Trick Room, please wake up Comfey, please wake up Comfey. We might actually be able to do something. Calm Mind. Oh, okay then. Well, I respect that more than Minimize. And I do respect Minimize, by the way, as well. Aha, yes, we woke up. We get the Trick Room off. Okay. Business is about to pick up. Big rock style. But what can Blissey do to threaten Gigalith? What attacks would it have? I mean, it's got like, you know, Ice Beam, Flamethrower, Hyper Beam. It's got a range of attacks, hasn't it? But just because he's probably going to be going for a Rage Powder, and this is one of the reasons why Comfey is so good, because it's healing attacks have +3 priority with the Tri-Age ability, so we can activate our weakness policy above his Rage Powder here. But I'm doing this like I'm going to be doing, you know, like 20%, 25% maybe to my Gigalith with, because I'm not Dynamaxing here with Giga Drain. I just need to hope that Blissey cannot knock Gigalith out in this one turn. So there we go, exchanging some HP between my Pokemon there. Weakness policy being activated. And Rock Slide hopefully hits. Yes, it does, thank you very much. And obviously knocks out the Butterfree there. But Blissey survives and flinches. Okay, so we won't see what move it was going to attempt to do at all. Dusclops is going to come back in now though. And we know it has got Will-O-Wisp. So that's not a Dusclops. Okay. Fair enough. And we know that he can't Dynamax or Gigantamax because he's done that on this Butterfree. So, like, I could Dynamax my Gigalith, go for like a Rockfall to knock out the Hatterene, but the Blissey could have Ally Switch. Something could have Ally. Both of these can have Ally Switch. I hate that we've even got to think about this as well too, and I've just used it myself in this in this game as well. So I'm just thinking like maybe I could just just stay in and go for a Rock Slide and Floral Healing myself, because like even if I miss one of them, like, you know, Gigalith can take a hit from full health. So there you go, Gigalith, sit in a circle of flowers and throw some rocks. Okay, we hit. Thank you. Yeah, okay, Hatterene survives. And now we can start Dynamaxing from the next turn. And flinches as well. Okay, well, there you go. We'll take it. I don't think we needed either of the flinches, you know, unless the Blissey was trying to Hyper Beam the Comfey last turn or something. In which case, you know, we could have been... I don't know. We would have been in a different situation, wouldn't we? But maybe not the worst. But yeah, okay. Again, well, we know the Dusclops doesn't have Ally Switch, actually, don't we? But it is going to be going for a Will-O-Wisp. So maybe at this point I don't Dynamax my Gigalith. Rock Slide. And the burnt. Yeah, a burnt Rock Slide with Giga Drain should knock out the Hatterene there. Unless the Hatterene's got like a okay, thank you. Like a, you know, one of those 33% berries. And activate it with Giga Drain, and then the burnt Rock Slide doesn't take it out from there. But yeah, I was thinking maybe not Dynamaxing at that point, because I have got Durant in the back, and you know, when Trickham's finished, Durant will just go through that. So there we go, successful start to the video, successful start to the week, defeating mighty opponent with a Blissey in this rating. Yeah, sorry about the rating. It was because of last week, basically. But yeah, and I recognise that, you know, some people do watch VGC videos on the YouTube for teams that they might want to use themselves, and you know, they actually want to see solid teams, I guess. But okay, this is what do we do here? Because I tried a few things around with this team, and I did try with Volcarona with Rage Powder over the Talonflame here, and in situations like that, I would just go for Rage Powder and Trick Room, assuming they didn't have like an Amoonguss as well as the Clefairy. Just get Trick Room up and sweep from there. But we've not got any redirection here now, and a Max Strike will just one-shot the Comfey. So maybe we have to go fast mode here, but then there's the Inteleon, which could give us some problems. Maybe let's try the fast mode then. Let's go with Durant and Talonflame. And then, I mean, Raichu would be kind of handy here as well if they bring their own Raichu. We have got the Assault Vest, so we'll take an attack from the Inteleon too. So let's go with Raichu. We were going fully fast mode here. We're about to see if this team has two functioning modes. Trick Room clearly worked in the first game. Yeah, let's go with the let's go with the Azumarill. I know it's about to run out of time there, but I'm thinking I've got to bring either. I was going to bring the Comfey just for some extra support, but I think I need to bring either the Gigalith or the Azumarill, because I do need some way to hit the Arcanine. And with the Raichu as well, I can protect it from the potential Raichu's attacks on their side. And the Belly Drum is still pretty threatening. But yeah, here's the Clefairy and Porygon, which I was a little bit worried about. Now, I'm pretty sure if I Dynamax, Durant will take an attack here from the Porygon, unless they go for Helping Hand. So maybe I have to go for a Stomping Tantrum to a Max Quake rather to help with that. I mean, if I just knock out the Clefairy and they go for a Helping Hand. And I'm assuming they're going to be going for a Max Strike as well, which is why I'm thinking of going for a Tailwind here. Like, I could taunt the Clefairy, but I'm going to Tailwind here. And I'm going for a Max Quake, because if he does go for a Helping Hand, I believe, I mean, I'm not like, you know, an expert Durant user or anything, but I believe Durant will survive. Like, I think a neutral, it survives a Max Strike. I'm pretty sure it does. And I know Max Strike is more powerful than a neutral attack like a Max Darkness or Max Phantasm or whatever, I'm pretty sure. So, in theory, if it goes for a Helping Hand, the Max Quake will allow me to survive, and I will have a Durant next turn. Unless the Clefairy's got Mystical Fire. That would be not good. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, this is... I mean... Oh, there's a Helping Hand, so, you know, we called that, and expecting the Steel Spike into the Clefairy there. And now if he does Max Strike, which he should be doing, you know, I am still going to be faster the next turn. Yeah, that doesn't do as much damage as I'd like it to, but it's still a decent amount of damage. Is it going to be a Max Strike into the Talonflame then, or into the Durant? It's Max Darkness. Now, I'm thinking I survive. I'm thinking correctly. Yes, Barry's brain is working. I do survive. Okay. Now we can't protect. We can't Max Guard. Else, I'd be tempted to, you know, Max Guard and taunt the Clefairy. But we can't do that. So, I guess we just now take the Clefairy and try and do as much damage to the Porygon as possible. Or maybe, yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm just going to target the Steel Spike into the Porygon in case he tries to get cheeky and protects the Clefairy instead. But I do expect that to be Rage Powdered away, and I do expect him to be knocking the Durant out again. So I'm just going to go for... Yeah, this is an interesting Talonflame with Overheat and Dual Wing Beat. Neither of them have recoil. Okay, there's a follow me. Raichu's not going to be able to do enough damage to Clefairy here, is it? Yes, this is a problem for us. Unless he targets a Talonflame here, I mean, but he should just be knocking out the Durant. Max Strike, I assume, into the Durant. Yep. Okay, not good. Yeah, okay, so I did quite recently just change the Volcarona back to Talonflame. If I did have Volcarona instead, in this situation, I'm just going to Rage Powder, Trick Room, and then activate Weakness Policy, Rock Slide, or Max Rockfall, or whatever, and go from there. But that's not happening here, is it? So, yeah, I guess Porygon is more of an issue for this team now. That's one thing I didn't think about. So, is there any way we can... is there anything we could have done differently? Let me think. What have we... what have we got again? Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, because we haven't got... Like, if we had, like, a Sash on the Comfey, that'd be no good because then we'd be breaking that with our own sand. Yeah, but we need some way to survive and get Trick Room up. Or we need to beat it in the fast mode. We tried with the fast mode, and it didn't work. So, yeah, okay, back to the drawing board then with this. Unless a combination of Thunderbolt and Overheat knocks out the Porygon, but I don't think it will. We'll try. We can get critical hits. Overheat is a decently powerful move. Oh, it does! Ooh. Okay. Can we do something here then? Maybe not back to the drawing board just yet. Heat Wave, that's fine. Raichu's got the Assault Vest. Talonflame is a Fire type. Wow. I'm kind of surprised the Porygon went down there, but I'm very happy about that fact. Now we've got a Azumarill in the back. Okay, which in theory is decent against both of these. Although the Arcanine is probably... The Arcanine's probably got Will-O-Wisp. Oh, is there... I feel like there's a way that we can do this, but I'm not sure how we get there. If I double into the Inteleon, maybe? Because they don't often have Protect. And I believe we've got one more turn of Tailwind. Yeah, Talonflame is still faster here. So maybe we can double into the Inteleon here. Like, if the Inteleon has got Protect, it will be going for it here, but normally they've just got 4 attacks. And there's not even a Sash on there either. Okay, nice. Can our 4 Pokemon, our 3 Pokemon, beat this Arcanine? Maybe. Maybe. Then the Heat Wave. Okay, that's fine. That's a critical hit on Raichu, I think. Yep, that's kind of not so okay. But I guess what we do then is, I mean, because it's just going to be Heat Waving, isn't he? So I'm just going to Thunderbolt again, and I'm going to reset the... Talonflame is Intimidated, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just going to reset the Intimidate on Talonflame here. And get Azumarill in, because, you know, he's not going to be Will-O-Wisping the Talonflame, is he? So Azumarill can definitely take a Heat Wave. Now, I am Sapsiper, as I have mentioned, to pair, in theory, to pair with the Comfey and Giga Drain, but I mean, I've never actually done that, so I'm not sure if there is any mileage in that anyway. But because we're not huge power, we're not going to be threatening as much with the Echo Jet, but I still believe, you know, Azumarill can do this. Okay, yeah, and I was sitting there thinking, well, we've definitely just lost to this Porygon. Yeah, he's probably got one of those berries. So I'm going to take this turn to Belly Drum, because, like, if he burns me, then I'm essentially sort of back to neutral, kind of. If he has got Wild Charge, you know, on the off chance, I've got Raichu this turn to protect myself. So Will-O-Wisp is the worst case for Azumarill here. I don't think there's any downside to me just trying to Belly Drum here. Again, because I'm not huge power. If I was huge power, I would just Aqua Jet and Thunderbolt, but needed a little bit more power here. I guess if Heat Wave burns me and knocks out the Raichu, that would be too good, but then, you know, we can dual Wing Beat Aqua Jet next turn. Like, it might seem greedy, but if I just Aqua Jetted here, then we'd do, you know, a bit of damage, we'd activate the berry. You know, and then the next turn, like, if he knocks out the Raichu here, the next turn would kind of be like with a Talonflame and Azumarill just sort of chipping away a little bit again. But going for the Belly Drum here means that I am a threat next turn. Like, I am going to be doing some damage next turn. He doesn't burn me with Heat Wave, so yeah, we have won this game now. Sapsiper Azumarill. He doesn't know it's Sapsiper. He probably thinks, wow, that was a bit over the top, wasn't it? But yeah, we successfully take the first 2 games, although I'm still a little bit perplexed how we actually managed to beat the Porygon Z. I might have to, yeah, have another bit of a think about. Yeah, thank you for the disconnect there. But yeah, might need to think about how I can maybe deal with Porygon a little bit better, because like I was saying in the past, I had Rage Powder Volcarona over the Talonflame. Talonflame actually pulled through for us here, but yeah, and he didn't have a Mungus in the back either, so that would have been a decent game plan. What I normally would have done, just go for Rage Powder, Trick Room, Weakness Policy, bang, gone, essentially. Because Porygon can't do too much damage to, especially if Dynamax Glyph in the sand. So, yeah, that normally tends to work, but yeah, I'll have to think about the pass mode. But we did win. We did win, somehow. So, there you go, 2 very different games. Trick Room mode winning thanks to Comfey's Wake Up and getting the Trick Room off, Glyph hitting its Rock Slides, and the fast mode actually winning a game there against the Porygon Z. So, yeah, satisfied. Thank you very much for joining me. What date is it? I can't believe we're almost in October. Yeah, so 21st of September today. So, yeah, Patreon, if you want to join up, please do. Or, you know, wait till the beginning of October if you want to do it that way. Whatever. Thank you for joining me, though. Please comment, like, and I will see you in a couple of days for another episode of Bazzle Stadium with this team. So, thank you. Goodbye for now.